Ever wondered if chipmunks are just tiny squirrels with racing stripes? It's a question that's crossed many minds, and it's not entirely without reason. At first glance, these two creatures share a striking resemblance, both being small, fuzzy, and adorably twitchy. They both sport a similar color palette, a mix of browns, grays, and whites, blending perfectly into the forest backdrop. But that's where the similarities end. Our friend, the chipmunk, stands out with its own unique style statement: those dashing racing stripes. Running from their tiny noses to bushy tails, these stripes are like the chipmunk's own personal superhero costume. Contrary to popular belief, these aren't just for show. They serve a crucial purpose in camouflage, helping our little friends blend into the underbrush and escape predators. So no, chipmunks aren't tiny squirrels with racing stripes. They're their own unique species, with their own unique flair. They're smaller, faster, and let's be honest, a whole lot cuter. You've probably heard the tale of chipmunks stuffing their cheeks full of food, right? Well, there's a kernel of truth to that myth, but it's not the whole story. Yes, chipmunks do use their expandable cheeks to transport food, but they don't actually store it there for the winter. Instead, they create a complex network of burrows underground, where they stash their hoard of food. Now here's the surprising part: these little creatures have an impressive memory. They can actually remember where they've stored each and every acorn or seed. Imagine being able to recall the exact location of your favorite snack in a supermarket-sized pantry. Let's take a moment to appreciate the chipmunk's shopping strategy. It's like they're pushing an invisible shopping cart, filling it to the brim, and then taking it back to their cozy burrow. So, while chipmunks do store food, their cheeks aren't their personal pantry. Did you know some people believe chipmunks hibernate like bears? Now that's a common myth worth chewing over. You see, chipmunks don't actually hibernate in the traditional sense. Instead, they enter a state known as torpor. This is a deep sleep where their body temperature drops and their heart rate slows down, conserving energy during the cold winter months. But unlike our furry friends, the bears, chipmunks have a different winter strategy. They wake up every few days to eat, run around, and even venture outside their burrows. Their secret? They have a pantry filled with food they've collected throughout the warmer months. From seeds to berries, they've got snacks on hand for their winter wake-up calls. It's a fascinating survival strategy, isn't it? They may not sleep the entire winter away, but they've certainly mastered the art of the power nap. So, chipmunks might not sleep all winter like bears, but they sure know how to take a good long nap. Ever heard that chipmunks are social butterflies? Well, that's about as accurate as saying a porcupine loves a good hug. Contrary to popular belief, chipmunks are solitary creatures. They're not out there hosting treetop parties or sharing their acorns with the neighbors. In fact, they're more like the grumpy old man of the animal kingdom. Their lives revolve around their territory, and they defend it with a fervor that would make a medieval knight blush. Just picture this: a chipmunk is to its territory what you are to your favorite parking spot at the mall on a busy Saturday. Chipmunks use a variety of vocalizations and postures to ward off potential trespassers, just like you might use a stern glare or a pointed, "Excuse me, that's my spot." So while they may look like they're all about fun and games, chipmunks take their personal space very seriously. So, despite their cute appearance, chipmunks are more lone wolves than social butterflies. So, what have we learned about our striped little friends today? Quite a lot, as it turns out. Let's take a moment to recap. We've delved into the world of chipmunks and debunked a few myths along the way. Firstly, that chipmunks are just tiny squirrels. Nope, they're a unique species all on their own, with distinct features and behaviors. We've also busted the fable of chipmunks storing food in their burrows for years on end. While they're definitely hoarders, they only store enough food for the coming winter. Next, we dispelled the sleep tales. Chipmunks aren't true hibernators. They wake up every few days to eat, move around, and even venture outside their burrow. And lastly, we learned that chipmunks aren't as antisocial as some might believe. They're solitary, yes, but they know how to communicate when it matters. So while myths can be entertaining, it's the truth that really fascinates. Remember, chipmunks aren't just tiny squirrels, and they've got more up their sleeves or in their cheeks than you might think.